My name is Cassandra Johnson, and I work with Urbana Communications. I'm the external manager, and so one of my primary responsibilities is to invite and encourage those outside of the InterVarsity community who may not be as familiar with the Urbana Student Missions Conference to come and to explore and see what God will do with their lives. It's a wonderful worship experience, but it's also a great time to be able to see how God would influence your life, how he would use the interests he's given you, the skills that he's given you, all the things to be able to be a blessing in his kingdom and to share his good news. So today I am talking with Logan Caldwell. He attended Urbana 2015 and 2018 as a Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology student involved with InterVarsity. And now he lives in Indianapolis, Indiana, which is the host and home of Urbana 22 and works at Rolls-Royce. So we're just gonna get into it. So Logan, tell me what motivated you to go to Urbana?
Yeah, so I had a really awesome community at Rose-Hulman when I was attending there in InterVarsity. And one of the seniors at the time really encouraged me to go to Urbana and even helped fund some of my trip, because it was a big commitment for a freshman who just started college, started to build up some debt and things like that. So he was a huge influence on me of encouraging me to go and making me feel a part of the community down at Rose-Hulman. And was because of that, took the leap and really enjoyed it, and got to go twice because of that, because I went as a freshman and then was able to go again as a senior in 2018.
So thank you for that. That's awesome. I want to know who this person is. We don't have to tell it to all the world quite yet, but that's so amazing that you were able to have that connection.
I've been encouraged to look into pastoring or going overseas, but knew I had this desire for engineering. And while I was there, I found one of the daily seminars was, one of the topics was engineering for the gospel. And so that was super interesting because I hadn't really heard of that concept before. And so I went to the hour-long talk, and it was actually presented by a college student and his family. That college student was an mechanical engineering student, just like me, my age essentially, maybe a few years older. And his family had been traditional missionaries over in Nepal. They had been teaching in schools in Nepal, and he had been able to travel with them a decent amount of his life over there, but was back in the US for school. And he said that while he spent his time in Nepal, he saw a lot of the issues that those people struggled with, and specifically as a mechanical engineer with some biomedical interests, he saw that a lot of children suffered due to underdeveloped lungs when they were born, and that was a huge cause of death for Nepal children. But they couldn't afford the electricity and the expensive machinery to save those children, even though it would have been really easy to save them if they were in a more developed country like the US. So as a college student, he's like, how can we make this more accessible? And so for his senior design project, made a device that powered by compressed air, which was easy to get in Nepal, and was able to allow children to learn how to breathe with underdeveloped lungs, and was working on getting it patented in the US and through the FDA, and getting them shipped out to Nepal as a college senior working in engineering. And so that was very eye-opening to me to see how much of an impact someone even just my age can make with their passions and desire for engineering, and impact the gospel and serve the least of these in such a unique way.